I'm Allie, and I'm 10.
10.
And I'm from Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho, out in the mountains. Yes. And what brings you to Iowa City? Allie, why are you here?
I was born with Clubfeet.
You were born with Clubfeet?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And when did you come to Iowa City for treatment?
About 3 years old.
About 3 years old?
Yeah.
And you met Dr. Ponseti
Yes.
at that time? And he treated your Clubfeet?
Yes.
And how do you get along today?
Very good.
Really good? Can you run and play and do all the things that you're...
And do sports.
Do sports.
We came out here to Iowa because of my daughter. She came home from China to us at 2 years and 10 months. And so she was an older child with untreated bilateral clubfeet. And in America, we treat our kids from birth here. So that was a challenge to find a doctor who had the experience and had the knowledge to be able to treat her appropriately. So we first started in our home state, and there was no one that could treat her. And they were used to the babies. So we went on further, and I had consulted with many different doctors, and we selected a doctor out of state and traveled to him. We'd been with this doctor for quite a while, and it was prior to her first surgery. I just kind of had this feeling that something was wrong. And on one of our return trips out there, and I thought, something's not right here. So my mother's intuition told me that I needed to look at this again. So came back home, researched again, and I thought, where are we gonna go? I was really, really lost. And people have asked me, you know, how did you find Dr. Ponseti? And it was a God thing. Somehow in the middle of the night, at 3 in the morning when I was researching, came up this page on Ponseti trained doctors. And so I started contacting these doctors on this list, and 3 of them had contacted me after I had emailed them. All 3 that I talked to were very positive that she could be corrected with the Ponseti method.
And she was at age 3 at this point.
She was, right, she was almost 3 and a half.
3 and a half.
And so it was so incredible to hear that. And to not hear it just from one doctor, but from several, that the Ponseti method could very well be our answer. And at that point I thought, this is it. This is what we have been hoping and praying for all along. And I thought, you know what, I want to talk to the person himself who came up with this method. He was an amazing man, gentle, kind-hearted soul, really just had a way with the children, really honed in on Allie and what her fears, you know, he caught on right away about her fears with medicine and anything medical. And so he did everything he could to make her as comfortable as possible. I mean, I remember all of us taking our socks off and doing the train down the hallway because we wanted to see her walk without socks and see those precious little feet. And so, you know, we all were going down the hall up and down barefoot, and you know, he knew how to relate to these children. He knew how to help them feel at ease, and he has a rocking chair in his casting room. And he would let me, you know, he'd have me rock her before we would cast her and make sure she was okay before we started casting. And I mean, that's amazing. And you know, most medical people are very into getting the job done, and he was more about what was best for her and what would make her more comfortable. And that was an amazing thing. And not only with how he was with her, but how he was with me as the parent. You know, he knew that I needed to know that my daughter this was the best thing for her. And so communicating with me and telling me everything, you know, that was going on, and what his plans were and where he felt we'd go with her treatment. And so, and that's just kind of the whole staff here. Dr. Marquinde, Nurse Maria, I feel like we're a part of a family.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not that we're, you know, it's not that there are these incredible doctors and we're at a different level than that. They're at a higher level than us. We're all in this together. And we're a team and we're a family, and that's how I would describe it out here.